Hi and welcome to another Hopper Quickstart guide for devices. This is a combination of a Quickstart guide and a getting started tutorial for this device, since it is both a peripheral and a microcontroller, since it has an RP2040 on board. So this is the Badger 2040 from Pimoroni, and they're trying quite hard to be cool. It's intended as a lanyard badge type device, so it has a built-in RP24, it has e-paper, and it has some buttons built in, which is a good example of why I choose to do my device drivers the way I do. So my device drivers are device drivers rather than display drivers, because the device will include all the features of the device. So in this case, the Badger, it includes the screen, the display driver, but it also includes the button support specifically for this device. So that means, to get started, this is your initialization code. There's not much to it. So you set up a button delegate. The button delegate is the thing that's going to handle your button presses. So in my case, I put a button delegate with a switch statement for each of the buttons. There's my button delegate. And then these are the options I am choosing before I call device driver begin. So I'm really only choosing two options, and that's because with e-paper, the default colors for the screen unit are the wrong way around. Black is the foreground color and white is the background color. You only really need to use this if you're using default colors, like if you're echoing the write statements. So by default, I've got them set up here. Let's see where it is. Inside MCU, by default, it's going to echo the IO write statements to the serial console, or it's just going to send them to the serial console. But I can echo them if I switch echo on here. So in my draw text example, I echo them to the, it says LCD, but it's whatever screen, whatever displays on your device. So you'll get them come to the serial port and to the device. So because of that, I need to switch my foreground and background colors. Other than that, the setup is like 2 lines long. Choose your interrupt service routine for your buttons and just call begin. And then I start by clearing the screen and drawing some boxes and lines. So let's get that going. So F7 to compile. All the shortcuts are on the menu here. And I'll put a link into getting started on Windows video at the end of this video. And then I'm just running in a loop. After I've started, I just run in a continuous loop, and my button events will interrupt that. So let's upload. So I've uploaded, I'm in the green bar now, which is the debugger rather than the editor. And at the bottom of the screen, you can see I've successfully uploaded to the device. So I can now run. And I've got, I'm turning the LED on when there's something happening on the device and turning it off again when I'm done. And we can see that it drew boxes in black. Over here in the serial port, it shows us what it did. And I do this because these e-paper devices take a little while to update. In my case, it's about 3 seconds of blinking. So if we look on screen here, we can see my up button goes and draws some lines. So let's press the up button and see what happens. So the light goes on, the LED goes on, and then once it's updated the screen, the LED is going to go off. So that was all the update time. It's pretty slow. And then I have other versions of the line with where the lines start in a different corner. You just get this pattern if you draw them. And then if we see option A here, should draw the boxes in black again. I'm in button A, and you can see in the serial port the feedback. Button B does the inverse, so it draws the background in black and the button and the boxes in white. And then button C draws us some text, and you can see it echoing to the serial port there. Yeah, so I've done some research, and it's pretty normal for e-paper to update the way it does. This is my first experience with e-paper. Anyway, that's the extent of my demonstration of this device. I'll put links in the description to getting started with the Hopper environment on Windows, and another link to where you can find this device from Pimoroni. but also a link to the Hopper language so that you can see what it's all about. Thank you for watching.